wear my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's free.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Here's Richie James on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Open man is born.
Complete.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
6. And it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
On 1st down, Carson. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This is Carson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
That's good.
Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now it's Wilson, out to his left. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike to 59. Alert. It's out time. Mike, check, 59.
Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's Carson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot to wait. Watch out, watch out. Tight end right, tight end right. Hey. We got three. Three down. Check 99.
Wilson steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert, 78 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike, check. 59. Stay with your man.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Wilson will throw again. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Alert. Much 56. Much 56. Oh, you got D? 56. Mike, 56.
Throwing again here. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
To throw again is Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. On 1st down, Carson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
56.
Throwing is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the...
They'll try to run with Carson. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Here we go.
They A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Third down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check three.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
3rd and 3.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf, he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
That's good.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run high. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They try again with Hyde. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson forced out to, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Jason Myers for the extra.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The ball carrier.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And the 49er 1st down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 47-yard
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They needed a yard, they got it. 1st down.
Gain of 1 yard.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Ball carrier.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
The 17-yard line.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
14. Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Carson. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it with Carson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
56 to my point, 56. Check 56. Get him.
Now Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check.
On first down, Carson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Throwing now is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Very sharp here to start this drive. 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
56 to my point.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
3-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Carson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers.
For the field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for